it's possible that prerequisite maps could help us to efficiently make inferences in those settings. So to summarize, allow me to recap in a rap the plan of attack as we tackle assessment with prerequisite maps. Let me flash back to the relevant tracks and unpack and extract the facts and attach an itty-bitty flow so my committee will know this pretty witty ditty isn't just for show. It's really a review with lyric conjugation, a better education by specific computation. I'm talking ML and not my advisor, learning from students how to teach a little wiser. For application at scale to make education rock, I'll be taking a page from my man Stephen Bach. Are we able with less labels to learn what learners know? Self-supervision is the only way to go. Inspired by the best, we choose quite sensibly to maximize our gain in information entropy. Too bad for us, we'll incur complexity. It's NP hard, can't optimize it perfectly. We watch the deduction, hopes burst asunder, the proof by reduction from vertex cover. So we compromise, we agonize, we theorize, we analyze, we energize this enterprise to emphasize the organized prerequisite pairs, so prevalent that there's a resonant sentiment in schools everywhere. I modeled prerequisites with Evan and Michael, modeled by directed graphs without cycles, the vital arrival of a tractable technique made radically practical, tactical machine, learning for inferring the relationships between the items we're assessing while we're testing everything. How do we detect some questions, connections? How can we inspect the prospective directions to find firsts and seconds and identify identities, and also to detect when they're independent entities? Threshold-based rules, they seem like the best, but success is only blessed with access to the guess and mistake parameters. So as great examiners, we build Bayesian handlers to estimate parameters to ensure the emergence of a locale divergence. We desire some priors to satisfy that purpose. It seems that extreme values seldom arise, so monotonic functions help us regularize. Lost my place. Then we snag a rad DAG that captures equivalence, modeling from data, our created instruments. We do our due diligence and plan with composure to keep our graphs sound with the transitive closure. Now here's a problem for a mathematician. Minimize the queries for a DAG partition? Greedy is so easy, and it's nearly the best for efficiently exploiting known prerequisites. But how do we unscramble the stochastic bramble? Explore or exploit? Just Thompson sample. The topic alg just samples edges, then builds a graph for inferences, greedily queries and predicts from stats the probability that a student knows that. In a benchmark comparison to IRT, topic beats item response theory. As intelligent specialists, it's evident the estimates benefit from relevant elements. Precedence, the experiment shows the preeminence that follows the development of prerequisite maps. It's time that we put our assessments to the test. Can we do this with questions that students suggest? An expert instrument on arrays in Java in a baseline experiment to appraise errata in a blaze of drama on our desiderata surrenders like a rowboat to our assessment armada. We can all agree on the savvy contestant. Special thanks to Sriram with Kathy and Preston. For a new topic, we picked LTL, then collected some data with the help of Tim Nelson. Students misconceived the need for a G. Some of them believed it was there implicitly. Another surprise was when implies meant next, but now we can address the perplexities expressed by suggesting some corrections and testing the effects. I'm an R&D artist, that's rhythm and development, not trying to be smart, it's just when I'm in my element, I find there is a benefit to writing rhyming speech and things for explaining all the evidence expected of a PhD, doctor of philosophy. But honestly, ironically, my primary quality is virtuosic prosody. I'm a shocker to monotony, a scholar of verbosity. I offer no apologies and don't tolerate dichotomies between the technical and comedy, identical in novelty, no pathetic mediocrity. So I'm offering to constantly speak the truth, mislead the youth like the authors of philosophies. I promise that I won't be like the others that killed Socrates. You've heard my ideas, my reasons and their treatments, and hopefully this pleases even when it wasn't genius. Thank you all for listening. It's been facetious but intense. And thank you all for coming to my thesis defense.